Well, as I was saying, its abstract narrative and surrealist elements may be polarising to the more pedestrian viewer, but as a future director/screenwriter myself, I personally found it brilliant. A mastery of the cinematic medium. And the scene where Laura Dern's character is bleeding out on the Walk of Fame in between two homeless women? I came.
Aiden, this is our 5th session together. You cannot continue to avoid talking about your parents.
What do you mean?
Every time I ask you about your home life, you proceed to describe the plot of a David Lynch movie.
Film. Transformers Age of Extinction is a movie. These are films.
Well, we're never going to make any progress if you evade every topic that makes you uncomfortable.
I don't have any issues with my parents, other than the fact that they're forcing me to attend therapy because they think I'm depressed. I'm not depressed, I'm just a realist.
We all view the world differently, Aiden. Take this glass, for example. I see it as half full. What do you see?
That depends on whether it contains water or cyanide.
You worthless, pathetic excuse for a man, Simon Arterberry! I cannot believe you've gotten us into this mess! You make me sick! I'm so disgusted!
Alright, lad.
Therapy went well, Hayden?
Oh yes, tremendous progress, Mother. I feel like Doris fucking Day.
Good. Now where was I? I'm so disgusted I could drive this car over a bridge, killing all 3 of us, and I wouldn't give a toss. What do you fancy for dinner?
How about a meal I won't have to discuss with my therapist next week?
Oliver, if you do not calm down, I will hold you under during your bath, and this time you won't be coming back up.
There's my beautiful boy! Okay, Arterberry family meeting. Everyone gather round. Freya, eyes forward, not on your phone.
God, you sound like my driving instructor.
Now, I have some difficult news. Sadly, I have been made redundant from the Feline Fine cat food factory. I was hoping for some sympathy there, but okay. There were a number of mitigating factors in my inevitable dismissal. The economy is in a downward spiral, union strikes, Brexit, the Cold War. Anyway, with no job, I have no regular income. And with no income, we can't keep on top of our mortgage plan. And if we can't keep on top of our mortgage plan...
We know how basic finances work, Dad. Get to the bloody point.
We're moving out of Highgate and into my aunt's old house. Doesn't that sound exciting? Remember my Aunt Ruth? Well, before she passed away, she made me the beneficiary of her residence. It's a lovely Edwardian manor in a little town called Stepaside.
I'm sorry, are we in ice? Because this is borderline child abuse.
We can't leave Highgate. What about my boyfriend, Nathaniel?
Darling, by this time next week you'll have already forgotten his name. Trust me, Rosalind.
It's Freya.
What?
Aiden, I know this is going to be a bit of an adjustment, but I guarantee you're going to love our new home.
All right. So long as the area is as upscale and salubrious as Highgate.
It's up north!
Shit.
That's a lot of wine, Cecilia, my love.
Suck my penis. I can't believe you're leaving so suddenly. I shudder to think what life will be like for you without me.
I know. But I'll message you every day.
Every other day. You're smothering me.
Remind me why we're bringing this cretin with us? He's 29 years old. Shouldn't we just put him out of his misery?
Don't be cruel. You love Schrödinger.
But I don't love the consistent smell of decomposition.
All right, gang. Ready for an adventure?
Just drive.
Wait! Wait!
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Are you all leaving?
Afraid so, Sandy. We're skipping town, so we don't really need a gardener anymore. Sorry, old chum.
Just like that?
There are other gardens in London, aren't there? I'm sure you'll cope.
Yeah, but...
Here. I thank you for all your years of service. My grandfather had very dark skin. Look, we're almost there.
Stepaside, the worst town in Britain.
Slightly odd way to advertise themselves.
Oh, don't take that literally. It's probably just some quirky small town slogan.
There's something you don't see every day.
I know. Someone with a watch.
Now it may seem rough at first glance, but I'm sure the locals are all tickety-boo.
Where you going? Where you going, you fucking bitch? Where you going? Get back in the house! Get back in the fucking house right now or I'll fucking kill you!
Ooh, a home base! That'll give me a chance to exercise the old green thumbs. Here we are. New home, sweet new home.
Where's the second floor? Ow, Mum, you're scratching my scalp.
Moving into the house with your car and your boxes.
Why? How did she know?
Aretha White. I live here with me Beast son, Scott.
Pleasure to meet you, Aretha. I'm Simon Arterberry, and this is my lovely wife, Cecilia.
For now.
Just one of our jokes.
So, someone's finally taken Ruth's old house. Now, I hear you want to speak of the dead, but she was a cunt and a half. Always calling police on us. But don't worry, we ain't no trouble. Long as you don't mind loud rap and grunge in the middle of night. Drink.
I'll pass, thank you.
That yours? I've got 8 myself. Used to be 9. What happened was, I come home shit-faced one night, fell asleep on the sofa, not realising he were under me. Suffocated in me minge.
Oh.
You walk right into the living room. What are we, savages?
Look at that neo-Greek architecture and Jocelyn de Gaulle wallpaper. It's a proper British house.
So which of these burrows am I going to be squatting in?
Yours is the box room at the back.
I'm sorry, it sounded as if you said box, which implies small and cramped.
You're only going to whine if you stay here. There's an off-license across the road. Why don't you go and buy some sweets or something?
You're sending me to the shop to buy some sweets, and with paper money? Am I in 1945?
Just go, you little scrote.
Shit. 1 minute. Alright, what do you want? This?
No.
You sure? I'll give you it for half price. Cause like, most of the pussies in this town.
Stop.
It's got my cum in it! Boom!
Can I just have some cigarettes, please?
Oof. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to see some ID. Ha! I'm kidding, mate. We don't care. So how come I ain't seen you before? You got a Copperfield high?
Tomorrow is my first day, tragically.
Oh, so you're a new fag. That explains why you don't have a British accent.
Excuse me?
You know, you sound really posh, on some Downton Abbey type shit. Don't sound English, fam.
Well-spoken cadence is the most authentic dialect in the whole... I'll just take my cancer sticks and go, thank you.
Hey, do you have a sister?
I do? What of it?
Is she fit?
I beg your pardon?
Would you bang her?
That's disgusting.
Depends how fit she is.
Goodbye.
Kasim, were you spewing over the periodicals again? I was product testing it, Dad. It's unhygienic. Put it back on the shelf. Oh, are you the new boy from the old house?
That is what it says on my birth certificate.
I saw you move in. Do you know where the school is? We have this thing called Google Maps, Dad. It's how I get to school every day. I mean, why bother memorizing a route when your phone can memorize it for you? Well then, why don't you and your phone show this lad the way to Copperfield tomorrow?
Oh great. I guess I'll see you in the morning. Ugh, I do not want to associate with that uncouth...
Stuck-up Prince Harry Gaylord. Fuck that. Kasim, he seems like a nice boy, and you could use some friends like that. You can't spend all your time with those troublemakers Connor O'Sweeney and Jamal Musgrave, who are the same age as you and go to the same school. Now there are more books that need reshelving in the English literature section. Here's one on how not to do exposition and another one on forced foreshadowing. Wait, there's one more on how self-aware meta-humor is merely the inevitable deconstruction of postmodernism. Why do we stock these? No one ever buys them. That's where a guy got stabbed. That's where a girl got raped. That's where a girl stabbed a guy while being raped. And that's where Katie Hopkins' car broke down this one time.
Bruh. It's disturbing to think that happened on the street where I live.
That's Imogen with her guide dog Hugo. She don't know the dog is a man in disguise, so don't ruin it for her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, pet me harder. Harder, you slap. I'm a good boy. A very good boy. Don't judge me.
By the way, before we get to school, you'll want to change everything. Everything about yourself.
I wrote an essay on the current state of the comprehensive school system for a Year 2 psychology class. I know what to expect. Dear God, this is like a third world country.
I guess. Except we don't get any money from the British government.
How do you fulfill your learning requirements in this environment?
It ain't all bad. I'm learning online poker from a maths teacher, and sometimes the art teacher shares her olanzapine with us. That stuff makes you super chill.
Good to know it's not all bad.
Just keep your head down and you'll be fine.
Ow!
I swear down, yeah? You throw another fucking rot this way, I'll cut you!
It wore me. I swear my mom's life.
Your mom's dead, Connor!
Now your mom's dead.
There you this. It's a fucking historical accuracy, you suppose.
Smushy! This was in winter!
Did you guys see how scared they was? They was shitting themselves. I could have drop kicked them all in like a second with my ninjutsu skills, but I thought I'd let them off this time. Fucking fags.
I assume he's the clientele I ought to avoid if I'm to have any hope of surviving in this cesspit.
Wagwan, Connor.
Yeah, now my hand's gonna smell like curry all day.
More like your dad's cum all day.
Fuck you!
Can I help you?
You have a weird smell. It's like a mix of soap and fresh water.
Jamal, this is Aiden. He's come from London.
Ontario.
No, England.
Ah, so close.
Aiden, more like Gaiden.
Gaiden. Connor, if I could crack your skull open and drink the thick pink goo as it leaks. I mean, nice one, bruv.
There's the bell. Form started.
Then we should make tracks. Lead the way.
Class, please. If you don't calm down and pay attention, you won't learn anything today.
I'm enjoying it, but my English is always so in the morning.
Sounds like Miss Key is having trouble controlling the class again, Siobhan.
Everyone, we have someone new joining our group today. His name is Aiden. I want all of you to make him feel welcome.
Pussy.
Gay.
Aiden, why don't you stand up and introduce yourself to your classmates?
No.
Okay, I won't ask you again. Now, does anyone want to volunteer to be Aiden's friend while he settles in? Preferably a boy. He needs a boyfriend.
As you can see here, 1/2 is equal to 50%. Now can anyone tell me what percentage is 1/4? Unbelievable, this is basic maths.
I don't get it.
How do you not get it? You're 12.
12 and 50%.
And the teacher isn't even concerned with the fact that no one is paying attention.
Yeah, well, welcome to Great Britain, posh boy.
No matter where I look, it's Joe, because I'm trapped in this hellhole, where the best teacher's on parole. Despite my knowledge and my wit, and my reluctance to admit, somehow my future's turned to shit. It's so grim. It's so grim. I used to lead a life of Riley, getting tight while sipping shanty. Once I was the new Prince Edward, now I'm another Tom Canty.
More like Tom Cunty.
It's so grim. It's so grim. It's so grim. Ah! I need something to get this vile aroma out of my nasal. Not that any of you would know what that is. Thanks.
If y'all hate Stepaside so much, why don't y'all go back to your posh house and ride your posh donkey while eating your posh cornflakes, you posh dickhead?
Yeah, I bet you and your posh London mates stand around talking about, posh shit. I don't know, am I right?
Wait, check this out. I like Harry Potter. Is that how your mates back home talk, Aiden?
Yes, something like that. You're smoking, aren't you Muslim?
Yeah, so? Bacon sandwich.
What are you boys doing in here?
It's the toilet, sir. What do you think?
Don't play games with me, Kasim. I've been headmaster at the school for 6 years. Just because I buy our English literature books from your shop doesn't mean you can disregard the rules, okay? Do you mind explaining why there is smoke rising from your behinds?
Why are you looking at our asses, sir? Are you a pedo, sir? Are you imagining my dick, sir? Are you imagining my dick in your mouth, sir? Are you imagining my dick coming on your tongue, sir? Is that what you like, sir?
I know what you three do in here. I hope you realize that your behavior drags down the reputation of this fine institute.
Fine institute? Are you blind?
I don't recognize you. Since you're new here, let me warn you now. Stay away from those two.
You're being very quiet, Jamal. Don't you have anything you want to say?
No.
Retard.
Sent home for smoking on your first day? I cannot believe this.
I've been smoking since my 7th birthday party. It's hardly a revelation.
But you've never been caught before. One day at an inner city comp and you're already so thick you can't even hide one bloody cigarette.
Ugh, the neighbour's Wi-Fi is password protected. When's the modem being fitted?
In a few days, Buttercup.
Now I know how refugee children feel not having regular internet access.
wish I knew how to quit you. Why am I so weak and pathetic? You're a failure, Simon. An absolute failure.
Hello, how are you tonight, my friend? Dying inside, but otherwise fine. I can tell you are a funny guy. Sit back and relax, my friend. You have prepaid for this journey in advance online. I know I have. So, for whose benefit are you stating that? For those guys. I am streaming my fares to creeps all over the world. So if things start to get weird, you know why. I think I'm going to take a nap until we get there. Why? We'll be there in like 2 minutes. In London in 2 minutes. You're an Uber, not Addison Lee. London? I don't ferry to outside Stepaside. But on the phone you said you'd take me all the way to Highgate. Highgate? I thought you said Highgate. So I'm taking you to Demetrio Campo's house. The most prolific homosexual marijuana connoisseur in all of East Stepaside. Is that what passes for a joke where you come from? No, they outlawed jokes in my home country.
So you're refusing to take me to Highgate?
Not for all the dark web views on uberrape.com. There's no escape from Stepaside. Once you're in, you can never get out. Now get out!
Hey! You can't leave me here! I'm just an innocent child, you bloody cocksucking bastard!
Come back.
Excuse me, mate. Don't worry, I ain't gonna stab you or nothing. I was just wondering if I could borrow some change, you know. I don't need much in it, just like 58 or 59p or something. See, I was at the National Art Gallery Museum with my girlfriend and we got in a fight and she left and went home in the car. I just need some change for the bus. I ain't got nothing in it. Can you help me out, mate?
Sorry, I don't have any money.
Oh, come on, mate. I ain't asking for much.
Oh shit, oh bloody Christ, oh fucking bollocks and twat and cunt in hell, ah!
I hate this
Down!
Sounds like Aiden's realised the futility of his dramatically escalating situation, Siobhan.
Wow. What happened? Did they stop making your favourite brand of scones?
Well, what are you doing out here?
Expressing the deep inner turmoil of my soul through art. And fucking up some rando's painting.
How can you be so blasé?
Eh?
Aren't you terrified being out on these streets at this hour?
These streets don't faze me. I have cat-like reflexes.
Well, if it isn't the enigmatic Kasim.
Why, thank you. Enigmatic means big penis, right?
You've been causing me a lot of problems, Kasim Hussein. All my girls are a bone to pick with you.
Your surname is Hussein?
Shut up!
This is the one derail. Every time we try to make him pay his debt, he threatens to call the police.
Well, I am 12, which technically makes you all rapists. Well, except for you, Violet. It's a pretty smart angle when you think about it, so credit where credit's due, right?
Subtlety is not really a key strength of yours, is it?
Well, some of us in the pimping officiary like to uphold tradition. Ain't that right, Lambrini?
That's right, the right.
K.O. Bitch, do not cut me off. Oh, come on. I didn't punch you. I only hit you. You are not punched. That makes it okay.
Ah, she pissed herself. They usually charge extra for that.
I think my water's broke.
Come on, Lamborghini. Push! Push! How did you do that?
Hey, you never been tied up in a drug den before.
What are you doing?
Don't ask me. Sometimes in life you gotta go with your gut instead of your... Jesus motherfucking Christ! This fanny is already fucking tired.
Twist the end and pull.
I know how to undo a knot.
It's probably a handcuff knot. Do you have a corkscrew or a sewing needle?
Oh yeah, because I carry shit like that around.
Hurry up. I don't want to find myself in
I
a
wish I hadn't come back.
situation here.
Fuck it.
Huh, well, I expect you'll be wanting something in return now.
What?
Well, there's no fathers or teachers around. No one's forcing you to make kind. So come on, how much?
Kid! How the fuck did you make any friends at your old school? I just did the same thing for you that I'd do for Connor or Jamal. But if this is the thanks I get then, fuck you.
I didn't have any friends at my old school. Not real ones, anyway. The moment my family lost our status and had to move out of Highgate, they all cut me off like a gangrene-afflicted limb. I wasn't close with any of them anyway, so it didn't really come as a surprise.
Well, that explains why you're such a cunt.
I was hoping for some sympathy.
It's here. The used tampons are out. Now for the baby.
Well, that was something.
Kasim, even though I should be gutting you right now, when I look into this little angel's eyes, I find myself unable to do it. He has given me newfound inspiration. I feel like Vasco da Gama following the Silk Road and finally setting foot on the coast of Kozhikode. It's just a shame I'm gonna have to kill him to send a message to the girls not to fucking lie to me.
So now what? You still want to leave?
I'm not sure. I still have my qualms about this place. The school is atrocious, the locals aren't educated, and the smell is something I'm not sure I'll ever get used to. But I think I realised something when I crept down the stairs in the dead of night, only to find my father covering through the one about what I could have never imagined. Highgate or Stepaside, life is shit, so I may as well get on with it.
That's the spirit. Speaking of which, it's 8 o'clock. We've only got 4 hours to get to school. Hey, so if you're staying, that means your sister is as well, right? Mind if I give her a good seeing too?
I'd rather you didn't.
What about your mom?
She's 42.
What? But that means she had you when she was 30.
Yep.
Huh. And I thought women stopped having kids when they turned 18.